Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kendra. Today I have a setup for you and yet again another DIY A6 Traveler's Notebook. So as you can see, I made myself another Traveler's Notebook. This one I made from some leather that I picked up at Michael's. I got the hand tooling leather, the kind that comes in a package. It runs about $12. And of course I used a 50% off coupon, so I got it for $6. How I gave it this rose gold and gold distressed look was really easy. So if you don't know, you can use acrylic paint on leather and it doesn't chip off, it doesn't rub off, scratch off. As you can see, it doesn't even leave a mark. And I didn't have to treat this, I didn't have to do anything special to it. The rose gold color that I used was this one. So it is the brushed metal folk art in the color rose gold. So what I did was I masked my spine off because I knew I wanted to have the natural spine so that it would patina. And I just thought it was like a nice contrast slash color blocking. So I masked that off with washi tape, or you could just use masking tape. It's kind of the same thing. And I painted this onto the cover. Now the only thing I did special to it was I watered it down a lot, and that just allows the layers to go on real smoothly so you don't get clumps or smears or anything like that. I went over it with this. This is my Heady Swap Color Shine in the color gold. It looks like this, and you kind of just like shake it up and you have a nice little spray. And what I did was I dripped it on the cover and then I kind of just like smushed it around. I did not water this down at all. This went on straight. This got watered down. It took probably 3 or 4 coats of this watered down to get it to be semi-opaque. I don't know if you can tell, but if I lean it this way, you can kind of still see like brush marks, but looking at it head on, I don't think it's very noticeable, and it kind of just adds to the distressed look that I was going for. So that's how I achieved this color. It was super easy. To punch the holes, I used my little peg leather puncher, which is my preferred option because it makes it easier to get to the side in the middle to punch your holes. I used a 4mm hole and a 4mm elastic, which I picked up at Michael's as well. I got this in the sewing section. They do have round elastic in the like beading section of Michael's, but because it's for beading, it's a lot thinner. I prefer the thicker. I think it just kind of gives a more finished look. I put on my old little, this is like part of an old charm that I got from Joann's, and this is just the part that I liked, so I put it back on here. And that is how I created this A6 Traveler's Notebook. And actually, to cut it down to size, I actually used my paper cutter, which probably wasn't the best idea because the blade broke like the next day, so I think I was a little rough with it, but it assured me like a completely straight line, which was what I was looking for, so that's okay. Now, I recently went through and got rid of all of my Traveler's Notebooks because I was just tired of them. So I sold off all of my Foxy Fixes, my A6 Snickerdoodle that you guys have seen in like the last 3 setups. All of them went. The reason I got rid of the A6 Snickerdoodle was just the leather was too thick. The leather, when it was doubled up with the pockets and everything, was like ridiculously thick. And it was beautiful leather, don't get me wrong, I'll say it again, very comparable to Chic Sparrow leather, but they don't thin out the pockets, and I didn't like it. So it's off in a new home. I'm sure it's getting lots of love, and I'm loving my DIY. In total, I think I spent less than $10 because I already had this. I got the leather for $6. My rose gold paint was a couple dollars, and the elastic was a couple dollars. So really cheap to do, and I did not seal this or anything. The only thing I did was I rolled the leather to bring out the grain. Other than that, it's just as is, and it is so pretty. This is the little top view that you get. I have a lot of fun things sticking out up here. And if the title didn't give it away, this is my Christmas setup, you guys. I'm so excited. You will be seeing this, hopefully, fingers crossed, on Black Friday. I just thought that was an appropriate time to put up this video because I feel Black Friday is the appropriate time to put up a Christmas setup because that's when people are like really starting to get into the Christmas spirit. Like we're all out buying our Christmas presents and decorating and things like that the day after Thanksgiving. So I used to be very against making setups themed after one holiday specifically, because in my mind it's like, okay, so you have this setup and it's awesome, but then you have to like put it up and you only get to use it for like that season. And for me, for most holidays, except for Christmas and Halloween, I kind of just celebrate the holiday for that like one day. But as Christmas is one of those holidays that I like to celebrate like from Thanksgiving till actually like the end of December, like I go all the way to like December 31st, I figured it was a safe time to make a Christmas setup. Plus there was so much cute stuff in stores. Michael's especially had a lot of cute stuff. So let's get started. This is the view you get when I open up my traveler's notebook, and it just makes me so happy because it's so traditionally Christmas. I just love it. None of these colors are colors that I like red and green, not my thing, but when it's Christmas time, I'm all for it. So on this side, I have a Target Dollar Spot pocket, and I do love clear pockets on the inside of my traveler's notebooks because for me, I like to see everything that I'm showing off. And when you have leather, it like, if I had a leather pocket here, it would block so much of the cute stuff that I have tucked in here. So this piece of ephemera back here is actually a tag. Most of the paper that you see, like for my dashboards and some of the ephemera and stuff, is from the Michaels paper pack by Craft Smart, I believe is what it's called. Or Craft Smith. The pad itself is called Christmas Always. It's always Christmas, always Christmas. So it's still in stores. They have, it's like the most traditional colors of their paper, and this paper is the one that they always put on sale for $5, which honestly is the only scrapbooking paper that I ever get anymore, because why would I ever spend more than $5? But they have a lot of like not traditional Christmas stuff. Like they had like a pastel color one and things like that. So definitely go check it out. If this isn't like your cup of tea, you know, they'll probably have something that you'll like. So I have that tag back there, this little cute guy, look at him. I'm not sure where he's from. I got him a couple years ago. But you know, he was from an ephemera pack. Get back in there. My fiance actually got me an early Christmas present of a laminator. So you'll see a lot of things got laminated in this setup. It's just like, I'm so happy to have one again. And by the way, you guys, he got it for me at Aldi. If you have an Aldi, go check, because I got it a couple weeks ago now, and I was at an Aldi after I got it at a different one, and they still had 2 in stock, and he got it for me for $10, and it came with laminating sheets. So, and it works way better than my Scotch one that I had. So if you're looking for a laminator, go check it out. Can't promise that it'll be there, but it might be. This right here is a little felt Christmas cup of like what I'm pretending is hot chocolate and peppermint. I don't know what this is. Is that cinnamon sticks? I bet it's cinnamon sticks. That makes sense. Anyways, this is a little gift card holder that you can get at Michael's right now, and it's $1, and they have this one and a Santa one, but I really liked that one because I drink a lot of hot chocolate right now, even though I live in Florida. And it says love this life, and that's just, it's actually a heart clear die cut, so I just sat it on there so to give it a little interest. Over here, this dashboard, all my dashboards are laminated because I have a laminator now, and I just think they last longer than when you make the DIY top loaders. Those split so quickly. Maybe I'm just really rough on my planners, or maybe they're just not like sturdy enough. I have no idea, but I like, you know, doing them like this because it doesn't take me very much time. In fact, it takes less time for me to make one of these than to make a top loader. So that's why I've gone with just like making my own, and I can put them up for next year. This piece of ephemera is from that same paper pack, Always Christmas. This washi is from the Target Dollar Spot, currently available. I finally picked up the Gotti K initial for my name, and I think this is like the ugliest thing ever on any other layout, but because this is Christmas, I think it's perfect and cute, and I love it. But come on, sparkly gold and pearls is like not the prettiest combination, but I figured for this layout it works. This bow clip, I believe, is from Michaels. Then I have some Target Dollar Spot sticky notes. These ones aren't available anymore. They're from last year, but they had gold details, so I thought it worked well. Over here, this is my First insert, and this is a Yellow Paper House insert, and I have just covered the front with this piece of ephemera once again. That's from the Always Christmas pack, and this is why I got it. I thought that these swans were so pretty, I had to have it. This is the Current Buffalo plaid washi tape from Target, which I love. I wish there was more on the rolls. The rolls are so thin, but I'm just happy to have some. Yep, it's just my month at a glance. This has been in like all of my setups. I think I'm gonna order a new one for the new year, and I think I'm just gonna get it dated. When I first got this, I wanted to undate it in case I didn't use it and because I could just fill it in myself, and you know, I had my reasoning, but it's a pain in the butt to fill it in. So I think I'm gonna order dated inserts for 2018, like splurge a little, and maybe I'll even buy some printable ones, but so yeah, that was in November. Here's where I just track like birthdays, holidays, when bills are due, when we get paid, where we're supposed to be on any given day, things like that. I have this little pom-pom. I got this off of Etsy. I'll link it down below. This Today marker I actually made. I have a few magnets that I made. So this was just a Today sticky note by, I believe, Recollections. And I laminated it and put some magnetic strip on it and made a little Today marker. I thought it was pretty cute. I told you guys I've been laminating everything. I do have my 2018 year at a glance, and I thought it would just be smart to mark off birthdays and paydays, because that's like, I'm always like flipping back and forth in here trying to figure out when those things will land. So it's nice just to have it like a little quick reference for those things. And this one has the trio on it, because if you don't know, I'm a huge Harry Potter nerd. I only have 2 Harry Potter tattoos, no big deal. And that's just on the back of that insert. This is my second insert. Oh, by the way, I never said, but this is a 4-string notebook. That's just how I make mine, with 4 strings. This is the iridescent acetate from Michaels. I said this in my last setup. I just put, I don't even know if you can see it, but I put Cinderella's Castle. And this is my meal planning insert. This is from, if you can see that down there, it's from Annie Plans Printables. Her printables are so nice because they're so easy. I've tried other printables and some of them just like, they don't print right. Hers always print right. And like, if you're a dummy like me when it comes to printing, just go pick up Annie Plans Printables. You're gonna figure it out. It's gonna work. And I showed these in my last setup, but in case you missed it, it's just, I'll show you a blank one. You just get, you know, your week of, it's undated, so if you don't want to meal plan for a week, you don't have to. And you get a grocery list, which is so perfect for me, because honestly, the thing that I plan the most is what we're going to eat. So I love that. There's another little one of those magnetic clips I made. This was from the Target Dollar Spot. And then I made myself this super cute little page marker. I have more of that plaid, which just reminds me of Christmas pajamas, like hardcore. I put a little tab on it, and my little swan has a little Target pocket. It's actually like almost exactly the width of the pocket. Have my Daria and Odd Girl Journal girls in there, just because I didn't want everything to be Christmas in this setup. I'm loving that insert. I still have a ton of pages left. Works great for me. Someone asked in my last video, so I thought I would mention that these sticky notes are from either TJ Maxx, Marshalls, or Home Goods. I think those 3 stores are owned by the same company, but even if they're not, they all get like the same stuff in. And this came with like a little pen. So if you're looking for that, that's where I got it. Over here is the back of that acetate. I have another Target Dollar Spot pocket, a picture of my fiance and myself. This little, you can see her better over here, this little girl page marker that I made from, once again, a sticky note. Sticky notes make really good page markers, mostly because with the magnetic strip that I use, it's not super magnetic, so the bigger the space you have to put magnetic strip, the better it works. My next divider, I love this. It's like watercolor, what is this, like holly berries or cranberries? I think it's holly berries. And then I just put this piece of ephemera, taped it on top. Most wonderful time of the year. This is from the same pack as that little elf, which once again, I don't remember the name of the company where I got that from. These beautiful sticky notes are new, or at least new to me, from the Dollar Tree. How cute are they? They have succulents on them. Once again, not super Christmassy, but don't even care. Had to buy them. You get a ton for $1, and they have like 4 or 5 different sets. Like a couple of them are kind of like not that cute, but there's a few that are really cute, and I thought this one was the cutest, so I had to buy it. Over here, this little magnetic paper clip, this is one that I did not make. This is from Michaels, and I'm so mad because it came in a pack of 4, and there was a really cute little Santa Claus and another really cute one. I can't remember what was on it, but it was cute. And those are the 2 that I wanted to put in here, and I lost them. So I just have like the Happy Holidays and the snowflake one. But whatever, I'll find them, just won't be in this video. On this notebook, I have my DIY pen loop. Guys, these are so easy to make. I went to Walmart and I bought the gold binder clips and this fold over elastic in like the sewing section. That was $1. Bought a hot glue gun for a couple bucks from Walmart as well, and some glue sticks. Went home and made like a ton of them because they are so easy to make and they work really nicely. I just have my Paper Mate ink joy in pink in here just to have like a different color to write with. This is my wedding notebook. This hasn't changed since I last showed it. I'm not sure if I like went in depth into what was in here though. So I just have like the basic outline of our wedding. Things that we need to buy, the timeline mapped out, the menu, things that we need to buy like that you might not think about having to buy, DIYs that I want to do, more things to buy because when you have a wedding all you're doing is buying. Then it goes to like my guest lists, and most of this, not gonna lie, is the playlist that I want to make for the wedding because that's the most important thing. This is my ginormous, look at this is ridiculous paper clip. This was Target Dollar Spot circa Halloween time, so I don't know if you can still find them, but so big. Like it cracks me up. And that's all. What I did was I went through and I just smeared color on each page using my Tim Holtz distress stains just so they're fun. I used like the same 4 colors just randomly. And then there's a picture of my fiance being cute. And that is an Nicolo notebook that, as you can see right there, they're available at, once again, TJ Maxx, Home Goods, Ross, Marshalls, all those places have them. You get them in a 2-pack for $1.99. They are almost exactly A6. They're slightly bit thinner. Don't mind, love them, except they're all lined. I wish they had graph or something, but whatever. For the price, I don't even care. Then here is this gorgeous paper again. I was gonna have this at the front, but I liked having stuff on my first dashboard, so that would have been too busy on this beautiful pattern. This big giant clip is from Target Dollar Spot back in the spring, I think, but it had a green one in there, so it worked for Christmas. My little Santa, once again from that ephemera pack that I can't remember where I got it from. This is another Nicolo notebook with another pen loop. This is a Pilot G2. I ran out of all of my black ink joys, so I'm using this for the time being. I don't like it because it smudges. I need to just like man up and pay $4 for 2 pens, but I'm cheap. What can I say? This is my pen and paper journal, nothing special. This clip that you see right here, I think these are called Bulldog clips, and I got them at Walmart in the scrapbooking section. Really nice. And also I don't think I ever said this before, but I covered this notebook, so that's not like the original cover. Then I took out my list book because I wasn't really using it, so what was the point of having it in here? This is my next dashboard. It's just kind of a plain one, but I really like the gold foil on the inside. This, you guys, how cute is this bear? My fiance bought these for me at Target Dollar Spot, so they're currently available. And all I did was I took it and I popped off the little pom-pom and of course the string, and I ran it through the laminator, and then I glued that back on with hot glue, glued the little string into place so it wouldn't come off, and popped it in here because it is just the cutest. I love him. He's the cutest bear. I thought this was a fun idea, so right now the Dollar Tree has this Christmas doily. Once again, if something sits still long enough and fits through my lamination machine, it's going through. It's gonna happen. So I laminated this doily, and I kind of like the texture. It's really thin. All my lamination sheets are 3mm, which is what I prefer. It's thinner, but it's still pretty sturdy. But because the doily is so thin, you get just like this crinkly texture, and I don't know, it's really nice, and it'll always last. I didn't put anything on the back just because I thought that that would deter from like the doiliness. Anyways, here's that other clip from Michael's. Can you see that it is a snowflake? How magical. I live in Florida. I'm never seeing snow again, but I live in Central Florida, even more so. Never seen snow again. So I kind of get bitter when I see things about snow, but that's okay. This is one of my Muji A6 graph notebooks. I have these like laying around. And what I replaced my list notebook with just random notes, just a place for me to sloppily write down things that I want to plan out, like what I'm taking for Thanksgiving. A6, like I have notes on this video, so I remember to talk about everything and things that I want to make, and I have like a gift list, which I'm covering because my fiance does watch my videos. Hi, Chaz. And I don't want him to see what I'm getting him, and I think that's about it. This little page marker I made here, let me pull him out so I can talk about him. This little page marker I made from a 97-cent magnetic pad from Walmart, and it has like a beard that goes down here and says like ho ho ho. Well, I just cut that part off and I glued it onto some scrapbooking paper, and now I have super cute Santa, because Santa's like, you know, I might be 31, but he's still like my favorite part of Christmas. So that's in there. I haven't really started using that very much. The back of that doily, the back of that dashboard, and then I made this today as well. I bought this card at the Dollar Tree because I was like, it's so cute, I have to put it in my notebook, but like it was really big and I actually cut it down quite a bit, and if I cut it down anymore it wouldn't look like a gingerbread house. So I figured I'll just leave it back here as like a pencil board that I can write on, or like a place to put like sticky notes that I need to keep. It just kind of chills back here. It's held in by the elastics. I don't have any pockets back here or anything, but yep, this was just a little greeting card, and how cute. My lamination machine that I got from Aldi's is great. It did leave randomly this one little like line down the middle of this, but that's the first time like anything's gotten messed up in there. With my Scotch one, like the edges would curl all the time. It would get so messed up and crinkly and wrinkled. So I'm not even complaining about this. And honestly, it's probably not the laminator. It was probably the pouches I used. But yeah, that, you guys. I know I might have talked really quickly, although this video, before I edit it, is at 25 minutes. So I can't have talked too quickly. But that is my my setup for my A6. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, like how I made this, any questions about like what I did to make this notebook, although I think I explained it pretty well, go ahead, leave those down below. Any other questions you have, comments. If you guys would like, please subscribe to this channel, like this video. It really helps me out, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. By the way, I would just like to say that this entire video was filmed on my tripod with my iPhone washi taped to the tripod because I don't have the converter clip anymore. Mine broke. So I hope you guys appreciated it.